The time for a speech is 8 to 10 minutes, and the title for speech is New Year's Resolution. Please welcome Chandni, Sheth.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. A very Happy New Year to all of you. It is that time of the year when all the New Year resolutioners decide to finally make good on their previous year's vows. Research shows only 8 in 10 people are truly successful in achieving their New Year resolutions. That means only 2 people in this room. Does that mean making New Year resolutions is a hopeless thing now? Is it a mistake? I don't think so. I think it just means we need to approach our New Year resolutions in a whole new way than we have in the past years. Today, I'm standing in front of you, not just to share my personal story, but also to instill in you the belief that you have the power to make 2017 stand out. Somehow, it is easier to keep our promises made to others than the ones we make to ourselves, which is why when I received this letter in the mail from American Express giving me an offer of 22% loan, I ignored it and I saved the cover page that reads, "The only reason we make goals is to reach them." What a beautiful, assertive reminder. If I may ask all of you to repeat after me, the only reason we make goals is to reach them.
The only reason to make goals is to reach them.
Exactly. Some of you might remember me from 2 years ago. I looked a little different, a little puffy. I was 50 pounds heavier than I am today. And here is a before picture of me. I was in the deepest crevasses of my life back then. Somehow, ever since I moved to LA, I could not seem to get my weight under control because of long working hours, long driving distances, long to-do list, and lack of time, planning, and commitment. At one point, I was so embarrassed of myself that I stopped meeting my friends. I was no longer the self-assured young lady that I was just a few years ago. Life seemed to be in a sort of a downward spiral. So when my mother called and asked if I would go to India to be there during her surgery, I decided it was time not just to take care of her, but also of myself. So I dropped everything and went to India. I dropped even my job in the US, and this was an unprecedented move. It was a very difficult thing to do, so don't try this at home unless you've thought it through, and I had thought it through. The reason being, there was no guarantee that the end reward would be worthy of the personal and professional risk that I was taking. But I did not wait for January 1st. I started on a random day of May 2015, knowing that sometimes it is now or never. I joined the gym closest to my home the same day that I landed in India, and I committed myself to this one singular goal of getting back in shape. I brought back strict discipline into my life. I ate at the same time, exercised at the same time, slept at the same time, woke up at the same time. But things had to get more difficult before they got better. By the end of the first month, I had lost only 7 pounds. After all the hard work and the sacrifices I had put in, I was expecting to lose at least double the weight of that. And at this rate, it would take me 7 months to be where I wanted to be, and I did not have that kind of time. Fear filled my heart. I could have drowned myself in self-pity. I could have given up on my goals. and everyone around me would have forgiven me. But I took this chance of having failed to do some introspection, and I realized the whole month I had been trying to lose weight to impress a list of people that I cared about except myself. And truth be told, as much as they loved me, I had to fight this battle alone. In that moment of epiphany, I realized I was going to the gym not for anybody else, but because it made me feel good about myself. I wanted to be healthy and happy again. I was doing this only for myself. This realization changed everything. A new fire kindled inside my heart, and I decided I was not going to let any self-pity seep in. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. In the next 2.5 months, I was working out 2 times a day, total of 2.5 hours every single day. I watched my diet even more closely. I did not miss a single day of my gym. I did cardio, strength training, cross training. I could not tell sweat apart from tears, but I visualized my end result, and I let that fire burn, burn, and burn. Whenever you want something, the entire universe conspires in a way for you to achieve it. Slowly and steadily, I saw my body change. In the next 2.5 months, I lost over 35 pounds. I went from a size 14, almost size 14, to a size 4. I was not just in the best shape of my life ever, I was happy and healthy again. I was breaking my running PRs. I did not need chocolates and ice creams to make myself feel better. I had this one dream, and I gave it everything I had. I gave it every drop of my sweat, every inch of my mind space, and every minute of my day. And in return, I was filled with energy, confidence, and radiance like I had never experienced before. I had turned my life around. My dear friends, I'm not here to tell you my sob story or to show off my weight loss. The point that I'm really trying to make is this. You know all those things you've always wanted to do? You should go do them. If I could lose my weight and get back in shape, you also can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. On good days, work hard. On bad days, don't quit. Work harder. Don't be intimidated by your own dreams and goals. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Let these goals inspire you to push your own boundaries. Don't wait for January 1st or the 1st of the next month or the next Monday. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day is the start of a new 365-day cycle. Want that one thing so badly that nothing less than giving it 100% of yourself will count. And then, may you win. I assure you, when you look at yourself a year from today, you will be proud at who you see.